Welcome to Traveling at Night, a no-combat computer RPG by the developer of Cultist Simulator. If you see on the top left, the demo has just been released very recently on 11 August 2026, and I plan to take a look at this demo and see what the demo has to offer. So without further ado, let us immediately begin the demo, shall we? And our journey into this Traveling at Night CRPG. Let's go. Okay, so who are you, Hollow Man? Antibes, Alpes Maritimes, November 1948. At least as far as anyone can tell anymore. 12 years ago, in Krakow, the worms hollowed me out. For the next 3 years, they steered me all around Europe, until at last, I got away to a place where there was a kind of help. The worms are gone now, but I only began to fill up the spaces they left. I was back with the burrow again when the worms took me, but I still think of myself above all as an exorcist, or a writer, or conjurer, or a physician. Now, according to the game description, conjure, confess, disappear, be an exorcist, or a stage magician, or worse yet, a writer. So, writer is the very worst thing you can select, and I shall choose this career. Spencer has had many careers, but there is one where he felt he belonged. Through the long years of his hollowing in the dark, all his skills decayed, but the ones from their career decayed slowest. Any other skill can be acquired or increased with experiences later, but increasing a career skill only costs half as much. Let's go. As a writer, okay. What is my passion? Ambition. To strive, to achieve, to rise. A passion. Aspirational, confident, prideful, or arrogant choices are ambitious. Alright, we can select the fire. I read once is the writer that warms the spring that consumed. The hour we call the force of days is uncounted now, but force is still the principle that transform and destroy. Interesting. So I guess everything depends on my choice. Okay. Interesting. So aspect pool, Spencer's patient provide aspect, increasing the chance of success with skill that use those aspects. Okay. So this is for skill check. So it doesn't use traditional D&D rules like strength, dexterity, intelligence, but yeah, we shall learn this all surely. Cynicism. It is what it is. A patient, though we might not feel like it counts as patient. Self-centered, of deceitful or skeptical action are all cynical. Okay, it gives a knock. The talk permits no seals and no isolation. It is the principle that thrusts us gleefully out of the safety of ignorance. The hour that unsealed and unseen is uncounted now. Another hour stood at every threshold. Perhaps it persists. And finally, winter is the principle of silence, of endings, and of those things that are not quite dead. Okay, so what are the other ambition from prideful? Hunger, lust, the drowning waters. The hour, we name it for the uncounted now. Okay. What is hour? The secret gods who live behind the world. Perilous, sublime, merciless in suppressing competition. Some rose through the rank of no and long. Okay, that is a lot of things. Mortals who answer a dream riddle and enter the mansus through the stack doors and return. Holy shit. Okay. Prince Grail Principle. The most fundamental elements of reality, the various status of the hours, or woes stumble in eternity choices. What is eternity again? Oh, sage standing in God's holy fire, as in the gold mosaic of a wall, come from the holy fire. Holy shit, there's a lot of things here. What about whimsy? Yes, I did. And what? A patient, whimsical choices are not often constructive. I know men who captured a moth in a bell jar. On night like this, he would release them one by one to die in the candle. Moths in the wild are an perilous principle of chaos and yearning. So what the hell is principle again? Okay, nature hours, words in eternity echoes, argued by echoes obsessive. Hours is time, right? So ours is the secret god. Okay, no and long and names. Names has an importance here. The name of the hours, major server. Okay, that is a lot of shit here. So, let's select. Depending on my patient, I think I want to do a very whimsy choice. That is the essence of RPG, isn't it? We choose based on what we thought it's correct. So yeah, whimsical choice. Skill, 20 points to assign. Interesting. So I cannot pick this thing because I think this means that I cannot carry it. So this is not a career skill. So we got observation, sophistication, spyfery, usury. If I choose the other one, does this change? Nope, it doesn't change. Okay, Spencer patient provide aspect, increasing the chance of success with skill that use those aspect. Rose and mod. Okay. So, failing birdsong check will add wariness. What is this again? Shrimp's mother, the heartwarming. As wariness increase, Spencer will gain penalties. It is 10, he'll lose 3 wariness and gain 3 pain. Okay. Eloquence. A worldly skill will add trace. Okay. A betraying clue. As traces accumulate, as my name gets around, I'm more likely to be recognized. Sometimes this might be good. I won't count on it being good. Spencer can gain traces from truthfully sharing personal information, interacting with the authorities, or simply staying in one place is too long. Sleeping in the same place for one night is safe. Every night after that, adds a trace. Traveling to a new city removes traces, as long as you don't keep traveling the same road. Interesting. Hatchery. Night art for quiet and shadowed place. Failing hatchery track at dread. What is dread again? Fear has its teeth in my hope. As dread increases, Raptor will suffer penalties. At dread 10, misery will overwhelm him, ending the game. When Spencer rests, fascination and dread will cancel each other out. But anything left over may cause difficult dream. Okay? Observation. Failing observation check will add wariness. We already read wariness. This also add wariness, and this will add waves. Okay, let's read the song. Music riddles Miss Laonea have remembered conservation, the fruits of gossip, and eavesdropping. One of the arts unconsidered. Practice sometimes rejected by scholars and adapt as primitive, crude, distasteful, or silly. Arts unconsidered are unworldly skill. They can have quietly miraculous effect, but they usually need some prep. Okay. Interesting. What about eloquence? It's a worldly skill. Are essential in conversation, dealing with people, and real situation. They don't need preparation. Okay. So, knock permits no seal. I'm good with words. This can be useful when I want to explain to someone that they might want to help, at least ensure they will enjoy listening. It can also be useful for speed reading or spotting details like word choice and subtext. Okay, so I guess this is some kind of talking skill. Speak 100, if you will. Aesthetic, necromancy, and silence. A night art for quiet and shadowed place. What is this? Those invisible art considered more shadowy, seditors, or unwise are unworldly skill. Okay. Impressively eerie effect needs some preparation. Okay. So if I add this, how much I can add? Okay, 7-point max. I think I want to maximize on my speaking skill. And then I notice details other than done. A worldly skill. Failing observation check will add wariness. Okay. Lantern, rose, and winter. And then sophistication. Knowledge of art, culture, life phenometer operation. The ability to pick up subtle references or make a clever one. So what for exactly? Useful worldly skill. Although it will, among other things, give Spencer some ability with language other than the one he speaks fluently, English, words, and German. And spyfery. I've hung around with irritable makeup people doing this reputable thing. I might be able to find goods on the black market. If I have to do something criminal, I have a good start. Okay. So, speak, observation, dark art to silence people. Knowledge of art and culture, also a social skill, and So we are strong with Moat and Rose. This adds Moat, this adds Rose, so that's cool. Lantern, etc. If I add 4 and 4, maximum in observation, how many left? 2, okay. So I guess like this. Signs, Capin sickness. A heart condition I picked up at the stack door while I was away. My heart is like a window banging in the storm. Restless, unagitated, confinable. So what's going on? A stack door. A rich barrier of blood-streaked horde. Huge enough for a ship to pass. Okay, so it looks like this is a sickness. Wait, if I change my... Okay, it doesn't change much. So do I want to do it like this? I'm not sophisticated. I can find things in the black market much more easily. Information, so I speak well, I observe well. I'm not that sophisticated. I know the dark art of hussary and spiffy pretty well, and sucks at music riddle, blah blah blah, and half-remembered conversation. Okay. What else can educated a man with no useful skill do for a living? Investigative journalism, book reviews, pseudonymous fiction, praise no one would perform. As a writer, I made a lot of the wrong kind of friends. Good times. From 1925 to 25, Swesson worked as a journalist and private inquirer again. Okay. When I came back to Europe after the war, my heart told me I would seek out Nina Lagasse. Actress, artist, wits. You know where I can find the things I need to fill my emptiness again. Okay. Nina is notoriously elusive, but I followed her trail from Alexandria, where they brought me back to Antibes, where now arrived. Okay, so our objective is try to find Nina. Alright, so I guess we begin the game now. Okay, let's go. Unroll skill, the 9 arts. Okay, that is too fast. Alright, auto-saving. And here's me and all my skill. Current allies is Mr. Spencer Hobson. Okay, we can check quests here. Crafting, viewing recipes. Spencer will never really been an adept, and the wars took much of his ability for him. But he can prepare tools to achieve a variety of supernatural effect in dialogue. As his unworldly skill increases, you'll be able to create more powerful tools. You can loot through Spencer recipes whenever you like, but to make something, you need to find a crafting venue. Don't think about worms, don't think about worms. Okay, that is an illness, I guess. Hello at sinister, powerful, or convenient location where you can craft occult tools. Or the few unworldly skill can be used at each venue. You will quickly learn which venue is more useful to you. That's a lot of things, holy shit. Okay. Holy place, heart, shadow place, verdant place, quiet place, threshold, wounded place. And travel the map. The map becomes relevant once Spencer is ready to leave Antibes. Travel from the station to any adjoining city. If you have relevant travel document, be careful. Repeatedly traversing the same route will inflict traces. More about traveling here. Visit a travel zone at the station to move to a neighboring city. Things to bear in mind. It's a good way to set traces, but I have to choose different road if I want to set traces. To cross national frontier, I need a travel document. Acquiring them is an important part of progressing story. A few inaccessible seeming destination can be reached by other means. Okay, noted. There is time for only one history. Footnote search. Okay, we can search all the glossary here. Subtle footnote only appear in dialogue until you view them and resolve any choices they offer you. Then they stop bothering you unless you actually search for them. This is our recommended approach. We don't want to patronize you or badger you with information you already know. But if you're really worried about missing a footnote, you can turn subtle footnotes off and they will always appear in dialogue no matter how many times you view them. Okay, we turn this off. So, what's going on here? Chili. Okay, that's annoying, but I guess that's alright. And this is my setting. What is this again? Definitely use escape to get Spencer unstuck. Don't use it and he's properly stuck. It's not good for him. Alright, we are not doing that. Okay, moving around to move, click on. Oh, good. You didn't know what you're doing. Carry on. Alright. We are chilly, so we need to find a places. Alright, Spencer. Is there anything I can interact around here? Cannot go there. Looks like there is a tall wall. Cannot go here either. Okay, let's move quickly. Long rattling road or travel. I guess I want to check the long rattling road first. A long rattling road from Alexandria to Antibes, through mountain and forest and choking smoke. But here I am at last. I could use a coffee. I could use a bath. I could use a shave. I could use a cigarette. Well, it's chilly, so I want a coffee. I was on the train from Milan at dawn before the cafes opened. I could only afford third class, slated seats, and billowing soldiers. I didn't get much sleep. That's true. I mean, yeah, I don't have much money. Advice: welcome to traveling at night. That tiny choice will have a tiny consequence later. In a moment, another tiny choice. Okay, thank you. Antibes, before war came to the world. The next choice acts with a patient. Choose a patient you possess to refresh pips in your aspect pool. Okay. Through your science and patience, you express the fundamental principle underlying all things, which in practical terms means you can spend pips from your pool to force a success on the skill test that you fail. You can only do this with skill that matches the aspect point you are using. If your aspect pool is depleted, then acting with the grain of a sign or patient will refresh one or more matching pips. Okay. Choose a patient in process. Choose a new one to start on the path to acquiring it. You can have up to 3 patients. But really, just pick the option that suits you. The game works best when you do that. Alright, that is the essence of role-playing game. Antibes, before war came to the world, this was the sea blue eye of the Riviera. Yacht and party and film star villas, Picasso painted his Pierrots here by the sea. Whimsy, possessed, but Picasso had an owl. Okay. Ambition, potential. Years ripe with opportunity. I could have made my mark. Cynicism, potential. That was never going to last. I mean, my ambition is... Okay, I cannot open the menu. Alright, so... My ambition is whimsy, right? Whimsy, possessed. So, let's try. But Picasso had an owl. Acted with patience. Whimsy. Apex pool recovered. 1 moth, 1 rose. Oh, okay. So aspect pool, it said that can be used to force a choice if I fail. Ubu. He called the out Ubu. We won't usually take your expertise with choices act with patience. We let you role play or guess. The wars and the plagues took the glitter of those golden evening, left the air dense in villainous. But I have to find Nina Lagasse, and her trail has brought me here. Journal Heart Desire. I followed Nina to the city of Antibes in the Fresno state, the southern half of divided France. My heart urges me to find her soon, but I don't always listen to my heart. My heart urges me to find her soon. Since I came to work, I've learned to listen to my heart. I mean, exploration first, find something useful, so yeah. Gain influence, Lenter. Look for Nina Lagasse until you find her. Why is less important than where. Move on. Okay. So, time to try to find Nina Lagasse. Okay, now I need to find a warm clothes. Moving around quickly. Double click to run. If you click somewhere distant, Spencer will break into run anyway. Perhaps from sheer enthusiasm, perhaps from desperation. Looks like a cafe. Highlighting object. When you move the cursor over something intractable, hold Jet to highlight everything intractable on screen. Okay, that's a bookstore. So I guess we can have a look around here. So I can interact with this. Nothing to interact over here. So what fresh hell is this? If the toast alert start to fire up, you can right click to dismiss all alert immediately. Like this? Okay. What the hell is this? An optimist would say gain memory scar. An optimist would say Europe still healing. Other would say Europe is taking its time to die. And what is this? No refunds for the horizon. Horizon, the poster see, and below in words of several languages, sun, sea, night, light, and morning. And craft Nyctodomy Horocravisty Burst Song. Once I've gone to crossroad to code up, but this is just as good. Wait, is this a kid skill check time? Crafting, Venus and skill. A clever practitioner might craft a midnight mark with Nyctodomy. Nyctodomy? This one? Okay. A midnight mark. Where is that? A subtle one might find hussery. A ruthless one's colesoscopy. Okay. Bird song Nyctodomy. For every different sports, we walk in different places. Nyctodomy can be used at wound or threshold, but not as shadow place. Hussery can be used at shadow or quiet place, but not at a wound. Alright. And so on. This is why you find the most senators adept in graveyard and the least one in church. You edit and grind to each open input slot. It has to process all the aspect below the slot. Flame icon means the ingredients will be consumed as fuel. If there is no flame, it is a catalyst and you can reuse it. Subvert catalyst. Nothing suitable. Okay. The picker show everything from your inventory that will fit. Okay. Heart desire. Follow Nina to the city of Antibes. Okay. What do we have here? A pen. How many ways can I take notes? Judiciously, briefly, threateningly. No one's paying attention, but I'm paying attention to do. Drag this one to your active. Observation +2, eloquence +2. Okay. You set this item X active. Active item works slightly differently in traveling at night from equipped item in the mosque. Most of the active item header to learn more. Alright. It's modifying your skill check. Okay. We can wear a better clothes. Light and luce. To change your outfit, find a wardrobe area. And what is this? A skill deployed by traveling healer and bound wonders. Okay. The using this item to help yourself a skill test will consume it. Okay, let's not use that later. And there's also a paper. Right click to read. A bulky manila envelope bulges inside pockets. Time to open it. Sure. SH. To passport. Neither qualifies me as a citizen for the French state. My British passport in the name of Spencer Hobson is valid. Though the place of birth is far. Gain British passport. While my pre-war's French passport in the name of Sylvain Huisser give me a place of birth accurately, but the French that issued it no longer exists. The passport is long invalid. Third Republic passport invalid. Okay. And traveling funds, mostly Darlanese Francisco, plus a few incorporate dollar. Okay. I have 500 Francisco and $5. And a packet of Bonanza cigarettes. The dollars will be accepted everywhere in Manchester, Europe. The cigarettes, everywhere there's a black market. Okay. Next, a single miniatrice Dolia. Again, Dolia. A razor blade. Useful things. Razor blades. Okay, discard the envelope. Discard the envelope. Lots large manila envelope. Okay. A cigarette. Right click to refresh one source in your aspect pool. Okay. You got $5. Can I equip $1? No. Currency of the French state. Work, family, homeland. This is the currency of the United States. The one is visible. The pain is not. And lantern. The brightest color. Okay. And also, what is this again? The official ministry currency. Yeah. More than that, the currency of the Great Exchange. $1 will get you $4 if you can find someone to make the exchange. Interesting. Troubles, papers. Dignity, Nyctodomy. Is the invalid passport. I guess we can equip this for some skill check boost. This one consume things, right? Modify your skill check. And there's also a razor blade. I guess we ready a razor blade. Gillet blade. Okay. So we boost our high series, bravery, and eloquence in here. Alright. Alright, so time to move. Okay, so is there anything else we can interact here? The lamppost and the flower, correct? Let's have a look at the flower. Memory sand, that's cool. The sign. Wait, I cannot interact with the sign. The lane only half erased the chalk. The bookshop owner must have related it just the morning. A determined soul. Okay. Looks like I can go down here. Anything I can interact? A lot of things I can interact down there, so we can have a look. Alright. Will this give me a scan? Alright, get memory sand right in the middle between autumn and spring. Much is exciting to be flower in the world now. And okay. Beyond a prosaic and ragged age of earth, a gulf, blue descending to black. Lean over the age. What does this use again? Observation, 90% change. This is a wand and a door. Scholoscope in the Trodo will find use here. Okay, a choice with skill icon needs a skill check, and visible die is rolled. Add it to your skill level, and compared to the difficulty of the check, the choice will give your basic chance of success. Hover your cursor for more detail. Okay, success chance. Okay, let's leave 90%. It's a success. Take a moment to savor your first accomplishment, then look at the experiences you received. They will always match the skill you use, but every skill has 3 aspects, so if we cycle through the aspect in third. If you don't know what or care what that means, don't worry, it will all be in the footnotes for later. So we get into lantern experience. Stars? No, you find those in the sky, or occasionally in Russia. There are some things below the earth. As I watch, one light winks out, then another, gain influence winter. Beyond a prosaic and ragged age of earth, a gulf, blue descending to black. So Edencraft, this is a wand and a door. Scholoscopy and Nictrodoping will find uses here. Okay. So Scholoscopy, ants are regarded. Birdsong, Scholoscopy and this. Alright. Birdsong, Nictrodomy. Huh. Nothing suitable for a catalyst here. Okay, we can interact with this thing again, so let's step away. For now. Oh, a welcome warp. I'm no longer chilly. The heat struck me like a friendly first. I'm now perspired. No longer perspiring again, chilly again. That's sad. No longer chilly again, perspiring again. So what does this do? A lighter profit will provide a small bonus. Alright, so I guess we check if there's any interactable. Okay, more sand. So we interact with this. More scan memory, that's cool. Shady shelter, I'm no longer perspiring. Okay, more scan. We can talk with the woman later. More of these things. Beyond a prosaic. Okay, this is the same thing, right? As before, so we step away. Okay, I guess we can check the statue here. Nosmors 1914-1919. To our death, 1914-1919. Dark years and darkness hangs here like smoke. My first word that I was a chaplain with the Dorsetshires in different times. I never have been attached so young. You gained your first trouble. This happened. Life in post-war Europe is awful. Fascination, dread, weariness, and pain are reduced by sleep. You find somewhere to sleep in Antibes later. Crisis will slowly creeps up if you sleep in one place too long, but are reduced by traveling. If you let trouble rise high enough, you'll start coughing your problem. See the footnote, the trouble you just gained. Okay, most of the icons under your character protest whenever you want to see how your troubles are affecting you. You can also see your trouble totals in your inventory. Okay, so what do we get? Dread. I'm growing uneasy. Okay. This may not end well. Penalties at 4+ to what? Okay. To our death. Okay. I guess we check upstairs first for now. We gain dread, so I guess things won't be really good. Anything interactable up here? Yes, there's a stop sign. There's also a cafe. No parking sign. We got a mod. Okay. Genvier Spheres, and looks like there's a restaurant there. Maybe we can check the bookstore now for now. So let's go. Okay, let's check inside the bookstore. And I'm no longer chilly. The bookseller raised her gaze from the newspaper. She looks me up, then down, then up with careful interest. Good afternoon. You are looking for something? Andre approved +1 and is now receptive. I'm looking for a woman. Nina Lagasse. I regret we saw only books here. Truth or lie, it is important. I heard she'd come here to Antibes. She's an old friend. I heard she'd come here to Antibes. Let's tell the truth. No reason to lie here. This is in, what does she look like? White as chalk. Pale as pearl. I cannot check the journal, unfortunately, whenever I'm talking, which is a little bit annoying, but that's alright. White as chalk. Pale as pearl. That's not part one, but seen her, you remember. Pale as pearl. No, I've seen no one like that. Is this your bookshop? Acted with patience, curiosity. It is now. Now? Since the war, okay. This is a bookshop rich for quotation, sophistication. Since the war. Okay, it's a success. 85% success. Gain 2 force experience. In the Laughing One, now that we arrive at the Glacier of Memory, we are fortified for life. Blessed are those who died in Earth Incarnate. Yeah. The bookseller rose his eye very slowly. Andre disapproved and is now wary. Okay, that's annoying. Do you have anything by Spencer Holson? I mean, I am a writer. So, do I have something? I don't think. Wait, no. I remember the name. Here, gain 2 mod experience. Voila. The Pilgrim Rose. The only play of mine ever published. Illopoli put some string. It's too mystical for me. And the translation is, I think, quite poor. But the dream lingers with this one. The wood I made unwisely ambiguous references to the invisible world. The burial shut down the production on the opening night. I was lucky to stay out of prison. How much? 50 franciscus. It's difficult to find. Sure. Let's buy this. You gain the Pilgrim Rose. So, do you have something else? Paperless? Today papers? The Shim for today. An excellent state paper. Okay, let's buy this. Gain the shift. So, anything else? Nothing, never mind. Excuse me, thank you. Studious literature, gain 1 lantern. So, anything else I can interact? Near one shelf in the corner of the shop, the crackling of the rain is less audible. Even my footsteps are louder. A sign on the shelf read, Silence. Let's check the book. You have found my graveyard. Every book there was written by someone alive when the war began. That when it ended. Above all, a writer ran fingers over a volume of commentary on 18th century Dharma. Les pieces mutas, the speechless prey. A complicated memory steers. Lamastite Camden Lock, 1925. The books in the graveyard are for displays only. That's not for sale. Okay. Acted with patience, sorrow. Near one shelf in the corner of the shop, the crackling of the rain is less audible. Even my footsteps are softer. A sign on the shelf reads, Silence. Okay, we're not crafting now. Okay, we step away, and then there's this one. Okay, that is the same item. Alright. Let's check the magazine and gain a grail. The poster. Saint Agnes EP 1937, and Agreo. Alright. Okay, now let's check our inventory, shall we? So, a trouble is dread, which is kind of annoying. Alright. Resources, a lot of resources that we can use for crafting in the future. Le Garbe. The shift dated 2nd November, and so often. Now the precise date resists the eye. Check. Headline: A news around Berlin. The ministry shackles the free necks of the West Berlin with a merciless blockade. Starving citizens implore heaven for help. The Allies answer. The mighty air forces of the incorporates and the state rain down bounteous plenty on the suffering citizenry. Even then, even the English and even the effete secessionary of the Republic have belatedly joined the effort, although they rely on the state and the incorporates to provide the cargo. So feeble are their own economies. Read about numbers overwhelming victors in Indochina. Hey, can this motivate me? Or will this add dread? Thankfully, the state bears the burden of the war in the former colonial possession of poor lost France. Ergo, the victory continue. The victory are notable for being numerous and overwhelming. Let's read about the victory. Thankfully, the state bears the burden of the war. Okay. Numerous and overwhelming. Check other news. A number of sheep and a small number of goats have returned triumphantly from the summer pasture and won local livestock competition. The winning animals have been skillfully photographed from angles chosen to emphasize their noble ophid or calf-print profiles. The writer notes that no Republican sheep have won anything, although he doesn't specify whether this is just because Republican animals are effete or just ineligible. Okay, put the newspaper away. And we also find something else. The Pilgrim Rose. The Pilgrim Rose, S. Hobson. My drama book. Better than I feared, less subtle than I remembered. A mainly storied hospital populated by mass eccentric. Any others would recognize as the Mansus. The house without wall, the house behind the wall, which has always been the dwelling place of the most of the hours and the needs, many in human spirit and some among the dead, accessible in dreams to sufficiently knowledgeable mortals, and to very unlucky one it is not as it was. The old woman who masquerades as the pilgrim mother, her attributes strongly suggest vagabonds. Okay. I wanted pyrotechnics for the ending. The state manager overruled me, maybe for the best. Yeah, let's not play with fire. Okay, let's go out then. So now we are chilly again, under the rain. I guess before we move there, let's ask the woman in the middle of the park first. I hope there's not much something dangerous here. Okay, let's have a talk. Hello, lady. Celia. The heat strikes me like a friendly quiz. I'm now perspiring. Okay. You are the signature? I am Celia. Do not ask my family name. She disapproved and is now weary. Okay. Signature? Buried in the heart. Sophistication and hustle, my both let you spot forged art. Boss and preparation are both relevant if you ever need to deliver a baby. So my C will choose with 2 skill icon. You will automatically use the skill with the best chance of success. Hover over the choice for detail about the other one. Signature, okay. You are the signature, buried the heart, boss. I'm ready to carry out your trouble. Smile and make the magically, okay. I have 0 charm, so I guess we use the 100%. 30 years ago in Bangkok, I met a man who called himself Signature. Not a true adept, but he knew some tricks. Enough to break the laws of the world and the church, doing little works among the people. Gain member Anastasis Brandcrook, 1920. His business, like other who came to Brandcrook, was healing and worthy, and he didn't take payment in cash, only services. The one who took his payment, the masks, were exactly the one he was brought in to defend against. What kind of work is this, madam? Is it, after all, a signature that you want? She tossed her head. Her eyes are like flecks of beads glass. Call yourself what you will. Are you ready for the walk? I am ready to carry out your tribe with dignity. 50%. Sure, let's try this. Success! Okay, we finish a coin flip. Celia approved and is now receptive. That's cool. There's a cafe on the square near the fountain and the flag. Every day she goes there. Pilomele, blight her, punish her. Why? This is not your concern. She's unpardonable, a traitor, a slut, a defiler of husband, moral filth, but this is not your concern. Consider the nature of curse. You could use a wither item to this end. It could bring this Philomela nightmares and bad fortune, sicken and immiserate her. It will never kill her unless she is very weak, but it will never be very nice. Let's say you are not in the suppression burial anymore. You need to find Nina. You could use the money. It might be possible to convince Celia that you have cursed her enemy even if you haven't. It will be done, I guess. I agreed to Celia's request. I could fulfill it or try to deceive her. It's a pact now. Our pact. I'll give you now one half the sum we agreed. The rest on your return. Go quickly. Make her suffer. I don't currently have the skill to create a returning item. I couldn't see one of Hasri Nitrodomic's colleagues would be to fight. I could try to trick Celia or I could abandon the whole sorry business. Is there anything intractable here? Sure. Okay, sunlight important. Turn my face up to the sun. Close my eyes. Lost weariness -1. A moment of peace beneath the swaying leaf. Then back to the world. Lost dread, lost pain, lost weariness. At 0 dread, my unease has dissipated. Okay, that's cool. So I don't need any more crafting for now. So I need a wither item, right? If I want to curse someone. Scolescopy, Nictodomy, or Hasri. Surprise memory, Grail memory, heart memory, mod memory. Assert authority. And there is a house here. Interesting. Cannot go inside here. I guess we go to the cafe now. Okay, let's go. Okay, now we are chilly, so over there is over here is raining. Over here there is not raining. We call this the local rain here. Okay, so caution. What happened? Looks like a policeman. So we should not do that. There's a drinking fountain. So I guess we don't try to move to here. Dark shapes move beneath the surface, more like spreading stains than fists. Let's have a look. Something undefined about the shape. Are they moving? Drifting? They never quite resolve. An uncreaked odor waves from the water. The burek must be offline. Gain influence knock. Gain dread what? I'm growing uneasy. Ah shit. Come on. Okay, looks like this is the city hall. Okay, we can go inside. Looks like a church. So we got a scar again. There is a priest, I assume. I guess we don't need to go there for now. Let's check the water fountain. We got winter inspiration. Cannot go inside. Javier and Fios. Okay, let's go to the cafe for now. No longer chilly. Lots of people. Looks like the kitchen. Name parts. Crowd scene. Should I wish to do sell at the thick wood? This is my opportunity. Or perhaps I could just convince her that I had What does he know about curses anyway? And here comes the authorities. Look sharp, you old bastard. Our carrots are cooked. Leopold disapproved and is now wary. What shall we call you, Monsieur the authorities? What lies are you using today to terrorize the innocent working men of Antibes? Call me Midnight Joe. Acted with passion, Vinci. I'd say the proof and is now receptive. You need to work on your accent, Midnight Joe. I apologize, sir. Okay, this is Philomel, the target of the curse. I apologize, sir, for these savages. If they had better manners, they'd introduce themselves. Aristide is the noisy one. I dare not contradict Madame la Marquise. Leopold is our painter and our nihilist. Okay. Okay, this is Leopold. And Articide is the noisy one. This guy, right? Jane Bernard is our poet. This is Jane Bernard. And I am a poor excuse for a poet at best, sir. Smile. Jane Bernard approved and is now repressive, but an adequate mechanic. Oh yeah, that's cool. And I am Philomel. A duchess I hear, or a marchioness? A duchess I hear, or a marchioness? I do what I can to raise the tone, but one cannot empty the sea with a spoon. And she calls me a nihilist. I'd say it's more like pissing in a violin, but that's because I lack manners. Chess Felix, Gesque, Nina in Antibes, Gesque. I'm looking for a maid named Nina Lagasse. Larges? Never heard of her. Me neither, but... Shh! Silence is silver. Our Leopold likes this aphorism, like any good nihilist. I'm not a nihilist. You're not really as funny as you think you are, Arcitide. Who is, my friend? Who is? But listen, Midnight, I prefer this one. A glass in the nose and the tongue loosens. Okay, time for a clever aphorism. Success! To lantern experience. Bronze is the mirror of the face. Mine is the mirrors of the mind. I always like that one. Let's buy a drink. It never hurts to make friends. Time tight, I really cannot spare the cash. Alright, the patroni knows what you drink. Lino knows everything. So Lino's right? Okay, we can check the character that we meet, right? No. Okay, I guess we talk to Lino. Monsieur, you have something? What do you have here? White red pastis chamomile, or I have some butters left, or that incorporating. Considering ordering some things. Incorporating to order per visit Coca-Cola. Is there actually no chance for a coffee? I've been desperate for one ever since I got off the train. Awake all night, you see. Any coffee? Success. Well, we do have something. If you're desperate, but I'll be honest, it's sock juice. Sock juice? Only a way of saying it is not palatable. It is burned rice. Chicory root, and it's not cheap. 40 francs. Yeah, sure. You are warned. There's no sugar. Hey, I like espresso. It seems to smell something like coffee. It is dark, as filthy as a pond water. A yellow scroll of scumba rotate a murky heart. One pain. I'm swallowing twins. Actually, it's not so bad. It's not good, but cold within the burnt taste of the radicid taste, there's a welcome-looking bitterness, not unlike coffee. Perhaps she is secretly adulterating real black market coffee? Chessway, Bill was 0 is 40. Gain 1 H, 1 grail, lose fascination, and lose 1 drill. Odd that she was reluctant to offer this. Success! It did taste better than I might expect. Likely, there's real coffee there, heavily adulterated. She needed the money, but she didn't want a stranger to know she's buying coffee on the black market. Much better than you suggested, madam. Perhaps you have a secret recipe, but your secret is safe with me. You are a man of refined spirit. She is now very receptive. The next card player called out in a hoarse stage whisper. Be careful, Lino always overcharged foreigner. Monsieur must forgive Aristide's manner. He becomes foolish with his second glass. And this is my turn. Leno will be careful. She must understand that I'm not easily deceived. As you say. Check the photo behind the bar. It's 100%. Candles flickers before the image of a handsome young man in uniform. The three candles are solar tradition. Leno is invoking three faces of the sun to look kindly upon the departed. The uniform doesn't look French, American perhaps, but the insignia are odds. Your husband, your brother, a friendly Moscow. Felix, my brother, no, she disapproved. Would have been married, Felix and I, in the summer. My sincere condolences. She let out a long breath. Do you want anything else? I'm looking for a woman, Nina Lagasse. Poignant. Lena polished the guest. I'll help you for your reunion. Thank you. Spencer behavior influences NPC opinion. Sometimes a very high opinion will unlock hidden choices. More likely a very low opinion will unlock hidden choices. Okay. Sorry, I'm bad with names. Yes, you mean the holes in the walls? Holes in the wall. Okay. Okay, we'll see it later. Step back. Midnight, yes? You asked me to get drink for everyone here? Something tells me our thirst will remain unquenched a little longer. A presentiment perhaps, or something in your eyes. Perhaps it is the absence of drink. Absence of evidence is not evident. There is still room for optimism, Aristide. Ah, Leverven William Wright of the Hittites. No, it's signifier of the servant, the heresy. You know, I don't read that, Kypris. Okay, bye for now. This is the same conversation. Okay, bye for now. So, do you have anything to buy? Okay, I want to pay my bill. 40 French keys. Oh, she is very receptive now. So, I'm looking for a woman. Okay. Her opinion is already very receptive. Okay, I need a higher opinion here. Just Felix bill. Midnight, yes. Okay, how do I speak to Pilomel now? I guess we need to buy a drink. How much money do we have left? Lots of Franciscu, so that's cool, I guess. Okay, I want to know what's going on before. So, before that, Monsieur Coffee, let's order something. 2 order per visit. A glass of white, a glass of red, a glass of pastis. Guest gift, a round drink. Okay, a round of drink for my new friends over here. Don't forget to overcharge him, Lino. Red for Pilomel, Lepo, and the idiot like their pastis. 100 francs for this one. It's best if you pay in advance. Sure. And something for Monsieur. Lino adds a drink to the tray and threw it away. Is there anything I might want to do with the drink before I take them over? Bewitching tool. Touch the drink with a giddy influence to ensure they speak freely. Nah, we're not doing that. What is this, you prince? How spontaneous of you. There's the possibility coffee that Lino added to the tray for me. Lost fascination, lost dread. Eyes in the eyes. A ground clinking of glasses. Keep my eyes on the floor. Look at each other on the eyes. Don't worry. Some trace is cool. Enough to make me a subject of rumor. Aristide, Mary, Leopold, worry. Jade, Bernard, wishful, Philomel, worry. And they are approving. Philomel also approve. Okay, so let's stop. Another round of drink, my friend. Nina in Antibes. I'm still looking for Nina Antibes. Did you hear this one yet? A Christian walks into a bar in Berlin. And then she says, but why lamb? Pause for Lothar. Table pounded quarter from Aristide, a wicked giggle from Philomel, and unexpectedly falsetto titter from Jean Bernard. Even Leopold allowed himself with a smile. Okay, approve. Philomel is also very appreciative. That's cool. Adapt myself to the conversation. Failure. Fuck. 60% failure. Rescue lets you use your aspect pool to net success. But so you spending pips exhaust them. Where can I look for pips here? Okay. Failed by -3. What is this again? Okay, so I need to use 3 mod to succeed. Okay, let's go. It's the diplomacy, right? They begin to relax on me, although Leopold remains watchful. Okay. Nina in Antibes. I'm still looking for Nina Lagasse. What everyone is talking about? The world. Not the war entire, but what has occurred. Perhaps you have noticed, Mitzi, that the war is different since the war. Yeah, was what walk only in the night walks in the daylight. The sun is not what it was. Yes, what walk only in the night. Leopold rolls his eyes. Precisely. To name only a single consequence of what? That is what we discussed. To me it is clear. The weapons only against the enemy and against the enemy by the Allies were too terrible. They crack Europe like the shell of an egg. It stamps up food for emphasis. Now the crack spread. The egg leaks until the shell is empty. But to my friends, somehow it's not so clear. What do you think? Philomel, Leopold, Jean Bernard. I think... You're right, Aristide. If you wanted to work in continent, we shouldn't have been firing fungus at each other. Philomel is right. The blood on the sun, okay. Did Philomel say something? The stars are wrong. I mean, it's not a question that anyone can answer, so neither can we know if I'm right, but thank you. And he is appreciative. Alright. Do you know a woman named Celia? Celia Badat, sits in the park on the bright side, complains about modern moral, throw rocks at the pigeons. Yeah, that's her. Poor old creature. The Badats used to be very grand, you know. But there were the confiscation, you know, and then they shot her husband. She never really recovered. I think her man is going spider in the attic, you know. A stolen secret. Why do you ask? I mean, she wanted to curse you. She wanted you to do what? Oh, a vendetta on La Marquise. There will be blood. Shut up, Aristide. Well, I know I wasn't her favorite person, but heavens. So, are you going to do it? Put a curse on me? No, I don't want to. You're a gentleman. Philomela approved and is now very appreciative. Philomela straightens her shoulder, clearly wants to change the subject. So, I want to look for Nina Lagasse. Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but you need to talk to Andre, the bookseller. Remember me to her? Okay, you great lump of dough, but she says softly, thank you. Let's check another matter. Jean Bernard tells a story about citron brought in for repair that he thinks might actually be haunted. Okay, fine, he's sitting on it. A game of cards? What's the game? Chemin de Fer, railway. You know it. Is it like Baccarat? But the bank moves around the table, yes. It's a casino game. Aren't there laws about playing in a cafe? Let's play. Well then, this is in Monaco. The sabot is our very odd pillow, my fallen out slipper. Wears a black velvet court shoe. Below me Langini wiggles the bare toes on the left foot. Relax, you don't need to understand Chemin de Fer or Baccarat. All you need to know is that the player takes turns as the banker, and the banker set the limit on the bets. So pick a big limit, impress the enthusiast, perhaps lose all your money if you don't have the skill, or pick a small limit and ride quietly along. These rapscallions are drawing cards out of women's shoes and playing for small stake. You're not going to lose your skirt or whatever other outfit you're wearing. It's your turn as the bank. What's the limit? 15 francs. Now that's a man. And let the card fall where they may. 1 in 5 chance me. A throw of the dice will never abolish chance. Each keep 2 cards hidden until we all slap down our card. Watch their face. Lose intentional. I have a deck of cards that makes the ones in the shoe. With a little cat draw winning hand. Unless I get caught. No, we are not cheating here. Okay. Yes. Gain 2 rose point. Winning a hand. Natural. I thought I had that one. Was 15 is not 0. Another one. Why not? The game continues. It's your turn, Nipeng. What's the limit? 15 Francis. And let the call for where they may. You know, Mitzi, in this town we call them cards. Hush, he's quoting Mazarin. No, it's Mallarme. Never mind this silent nonsense. Shut up, Andrew. A natural. Very good, Mitzi. We have to take the rest of your money. Okay. Pass them over, gentlemen. Another one. Not for me. Let's end have fun here. So yeah, until next time. So, okay. Time to leave. Goodbye. And now I am chilly again. Okay, so before we try to cause more problem, I guess we can ask this guy. The Edo Janvier, twin grey eyes steady behind the spectacle lens. Come in, welcome. A very long look. You remind me, monsieur, of a man I know long ago before the wars. Well, everything is long ago since the wars. Adroitly expressed, monsieur. I met a man with Venice once who liked to say the past was a foreign country. If everything is long ago, everything is foreign, even the country of my birth now. You are born in the Republic, you mean? You are a stranger in the state? I never mix business with politics. A rule of long standing. Very useful this last decade. Now shall we do business? Commerce in a divided Europe. Since the war, cash is king, barter is queen, and the black market is the power behind the throne. Every merchant prepares to be paid in their local currency, and they will only pay out in that currency. But they will gradually accept a range of others. Legitimate merchant like Janvier, for instance, prefer the francs, but usually accept dollar, sterling, or Swiss franc. Harder currency like dollar are more widely accepted, but local politics are important. The state won't accept republic currency, and dollars are unwelcome in ministry's territory. But if you can find a black market merchant, they will often take all kinds of currency, even cigarettes. Okay, so what do you have? Order Father's Day. Okay, an order for a knitted vest. The package with available inventory after you travel to another city. 1,000 francs? Okay. Pale oyster foulard. Razor blade 99. And blemished Cambridge handkerchief. Woolen loafat handkerchief. Flahman is a drink, right? A hip flask. Okay. Go add some charm and hassery. I don't think we need that for now. A mirror. The mirror show a completely different room, a larger shop in late evening or early twilight. My old premises in Paris, the last summer I was there. The mirror is useless for any practical purpose, but it is difficult now to find a working mirror and will help me remember when my wits finally fail me. I can imagine. Gaiety. Get hard, gain winter, and... Alright. So, anything else I can interact? Not much. Okay, let's check the church for now. So, there's this caution dude, so we shall not do that. Let's have a look over here. No longer chilly. Okay, let's talk with the priest. The priest blinks slowly as you're struggling to focus. Light perpetual shines upon you. Did you wish to? But wait, let me see. Is it you? What does that mean? Acted with patient curiosity. Saint Reparata said I would have visitor. Is it you? Hollow of spirit and brazen of heart, she said, and that you would open her eyes. The priest turned to gesture at the stained glass window behind the altar. Her name, you see, is Resparata, but not her only name. Mine is Joan, and that is all the name I own. The eyes of the saint. Maisa opening the eyes of Saint Reparata. I guess we can be confident, whimsical. Jaume doesn't smile, but his eyes crinkle as it might. Are you well, father? Well, no, not for some time now. Thank you for asking. And he approves. From foot to foot like a rain cloud, okay? So let's examine the window. The shadow lights of the sun-crossed chandelier, okay? Okay, let's not screw around with things for now. So, what can I interact here? This thing? A wounded greyhound wrestled the serpent, eyes blazing. I remember the story. So this will add dread. In a province 700 years away, a nobleman leaves a greyhound to protect his infant heir. On his return, the child is absent and the greyhound jaws are stained with blood. In rage and terror, the father kills the dog and they hear the child's cry. Along with the monster serpent, that Guinevere was slain. Success! A picturesque folktale. Father Simeon told us that the story in the seminary minor in Paris, it might be 40 years ago. Now, gain memory, stain 7 of Paris, okay? And that Guinevere is why before there is any good dish, you make sure you know who will get the credit. Along with the monster, the father then they hear the child cry, find it under cradle, along with the monster that Guinevere had slain. I mean, yeah, that is an upsetting story of impulsiveness. So, yeah, time to step away. Let's check the book. The Church's Holiest Days. Read resonantly or read silently or read resonantly. Let's read resonantly. Can I rescue this? No. Fuck. Nothing in the beneath heaven had only of nature and 3 heart experience. Fuck's sake. What is heart experience? Okay, that's not good. A controversial passage. The name itself reminds the sun is divided. That's it. If a secret avoid outreach, if your aspect has the wrong aspect, the game will let you look the aspect so you can see what you're lacking. Failure has its consolation and its consequences. Spencer gains more experience from failure than from success. When Spencer fails, he gains trouble. Okay. So, rumor, traces, I'm not at my best. Okay. I guess it's time to... A woman check the scene. A woman in blue. Marty's prompt. Saint's hollow, dark eyes, see beneath star, crossed needles behind her head, and a necklace of pearl. Anything else? A necklace of pearls and tailored needle crouched behind her head. Neither is recognized attribute of Sin Reparata. Provincial saint and their veneration. Who knows? A woman in blue. Okay. Her eyes, are they open? Yes, just two blots of black lead in milk glass with the careful innocent figureness of every iconographic virgin. Check the Saint Alo. Remember her martyrdom. She was burned and beheaded. Then her body was set to drift on the sea until it washed up on the coast somewhere. Spare a woman to think about that. Poor girl. And -1 dread. Fuck. Current dread 1, so that's fine. Oh shit. Ah shit. I misclicked. That's not good. Concede. Ah shit. 1 merriness and 3 what experience. So so I misclicked this, right? What a spare moment to think about that. Consider the saint's sides and attribute, and it's a huge failure. 64% and I fail. That's annoying. Gain wariness, 1 more experience. Okay. Blue garment, starry sea. She's burden saint of the city and of fishermen. Okay. Saint collects patrocinium in much of the same way that adepts collect reputation. And next, she said she would open her eyes, but the saint's eyes in the window are open. What did Chelmo means? Choose carefully. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. If you use occult tools carelessly at random, you often make better worse. Before you begin, make sure you know what you're dealing with. Expel. Try a charm on the window to suppress any influences that may have taken up residence here. Let's talk with Father Jomi again. The priest brings slowly as he's struggling to propose. Light perpetual shines upon you, my son. You said I would open her eyes. The window? The saint or... Oh yes, yes. A melancholy friendly crinkle of the eyes. If I gathered enough information from the window, I might recall an old folktale. The eye on the saint of the windows are open. Oh, in an iconographic sense, yes. Cerebrata is always depicted with open eyes. She watched everything they did to her, the poor thing, but when the saint's eyes were open, we will see it in the glass. She wishes only to see. You called me hollow of spirit and brazen of heart. What did you mean? Yes, an absence, then you found a presence, no? Not to fill your emptiness entirely, but a union. A saint will bless it. Don't speak idly of things you don't understand. That's more accurate, yes. Remain silent. Can I check here? Fuck, it's a failure, come on. It's a failure by 1 though. So I can use this to succeed. Use what rose to succeed. They tell a story in Bangkok where once I was a priest about twins who came across the sea from the west that looked so long to the sun one could see nothing to her left eye. One was blind in her right, so she Columba cast seawater on a fire, and when the steam of it had cleared, so had their sight. Those words are the same dwells in your ears. Now your memories will dwell in our eyes. Come with me now. Where? Yes, to the sea. Follow Jomi toward the beach until the rain leaves like a curtain. This way. The climb is a little steep, I'm afraid. For behold, the sun offers the water of the sea as from a ewer. The heat strikes me like a friendly fish. I'm not perspiring. Can I complete the quote? He lays up the deep in the south of light. Just so, my friend, exactly so. Jomi kneels down to scoop a little seawater into an empty biscuit tin decorated with gambling lamps in cheap enamel. Look out across the sea. Recall what was done to me beneath it. Look out across the sea. It's a beautiful, nothing like the drab downtown street. There are parts of the Mediterranean now where the sea is mud or blood. Here still, it's the Bay of Edgos. Blue as remember sky of blood. Alright, -1 red, let's go. There, we have what we need. Back up the path and back under the sun through the rain curtains go to grey. Sedisator no longer perspiring. Now we shall see, and perhaps also the sea. The honor is yours. Cast the sea water on the brazier. A cloud of steam. Finish a plan to give a choice of experience. Collect them by clicking the plan, which you find under the finish column. Add the sign, the eye of the saint completed. Get the experience at the journal page. Fire and water, salt and sun. It is done. Should I say thank you? Yes, thank you. It is nothing, and I'm glad I could help. The world divides, the saint unites, and tell you that Nina Lagrasse entered the sanatorium Aujort Hui. Oh, okay. Nina trails lead to the sanatorium Aujort Hui, just outside Antibes. It is up in the cap, past the park, outside the town. If you find her, I think that will please the saint. I hope that it will please you. It might. Alright, so we finished the Buried Heart, correct? Yes. My pet shop. Okay. How much are you willing to risk? Andrea Other Eatery. Proprietor library is not only a bookseller. Okay. We can ask them later. How do I... Wait, what? Dormant threat. Okay, the Eye of the Saint. Choose the experience you find most useful, or the one which best expresses your attitude to this event, or the prettiest color. Wait, what? No explanation here? I mean, red is the prettiest color. I'm currently wearing red. So... like this? What? Okay, I have to press and hold. Grail +5, okay. Nice. So how is my skill again? Whimsy, Hollow, we already ran out of mod. We don't have any knock point red. Experience, okay. Scapin sickness, So I think we have some sting in our memory that we can use. Trouble, wear 2 wariness. Pain and trace. Can I see memory somewhere? No. On the razor blade. So, is there anything else I can interact? This is the altar I once served. I'm free of it. It took me too long to realize what boss it all was. I mean, yeah, I'm free from the obligation. Gain fascination, lost dread. 1 fascination, chrysoporia, the first state of a kind of delirium, alright. The shadow light of the sun called the perpetual fire. Okay. We don't need to craft anything for now. So... and I am chilly. We don't go here. Let's proceed with caution. So, I think I have to go to the bookstore first and ask for more information if possible. So, let's go here. Nina Lagerse is in the sanatorium. Okay, let's ask. Welcome warm. I'm no longer chilly. Oh. Jane Bernard asked me to remember him to you. He thought I might be interested in your quieter business. Poor fellow, think of something sweet and say to him for me. Yes, I do also did in a quieter business than books. What did you have in mind? Let's have a look at black market good. What do you have? Deck of playing card, friend state, passport. Okay. Passable counterfeit. Wait, we already have passport, right? Medallion of Saint Christopher Licope Palus. Sun Cross Pectoral. Dignity, illuminate, unobtrusive notepad, sold out. This is sold out. Interesting. Unconventional suture. Preservation and boss. Merchant bout, refinement, shadow, and things. Okay. Wait, do I need a French state passport? What do I have? British passport, French state passport. It's a possible counterfeit though. Quieter business. Few black market good. 1,000? No, I don't have enough money, sadly. So, Wayfarer's sign. A failed seal test, one consume it. Okay. I guess we can buy things later. And now I'm chill again. Okay, let's visit the woman here and talk. Can I dupe you that I successfully cursed the... I mean, I have the charm and eloquence to speak about it. What? Have you dealt with that soul, Corneline? You wanted me to match Pain Lumel, but said Corneline, no, that's deception. Yes, I really wish I could see her when the pain begins. The buried heart completed. Okay, her eyes glitter, her hands open and close, and she is now appreciative. Here, the rest of your permit. 20 francs. Alright. Goodbye, Madame Celia. Wait, I have one more task for you. What? My husband is gone. Find him for me. Please. Agrita, how much will you pay me? Name? It doesn't matter. His name. Name's Madame. Will you find him? Where did he go? That Petasse Griote stole him. Took him to another city. But you punish her. She will grow ugly. You remember me now. He was weak. He was stupid. I laid the curse on Pilamel, but not on Griote. Which other city? North, east. How would I know? I'm no detective. Please. What does he look like? I have no picture. Okay, he will be different. Mention my name, Celia. But how will I know him? You are a signer. You should know how these things are done. Tell him my name. I laid the curse on Pilomel, not on Griote. Yes, I know, of course. I'm not a fool. They're all the same anyway. This slut. Fuck you, man. So, you are cursing random people? With regret, madam, I decline. I decline to help her. Oh, please, monsieur, please. If you change your mind, return to me. I beg you. No. We are not fucking around with that, okay? So, I guess we can interact with this. And no, we cannot. Alright. Okay, so the Eye of the Saint has been finished. Okay, let's take the purple one. Gain a knock plus 5. Nice. Okay. Let's go. And there's a shelter and... Okay, what's next now? Creating something sinister. We're not doing that. The Wandering Heart. I decline to help her. Alright. Heart Desire. Sanitium Aujothui. Okay. Calmer outfit, rumor, current trace 1, 2 wariness, fascination. So, if I want to travel, where the hell I am again? Non-trained trope, Lego of Rapes. Where's Antibes again? Somewhere in the French? Here in the French state? The road will remove 1. The headlight burns, the engine rumble, glance through the darkened window. Keep my eyes on the ground, don't draw attention. In the French state, best to avoid the attention of men who keep watch at the station. Pass on quietly. So we can... Okay. I come to Antibes for is the reason I cannot leave yet. Yep. Back into the rain. So we need to find the sanatorium somewhere outside of Antibes. But where is it? There is also another crack here. Is there something over here? More lamp. Beyond a prosaic and ragged edge of heart, blue descending black. No, we're not sniffing that. Thank you. So, there's a pool here. Gain some lantern experience. There is a pool here. Okay, lantern. Nice. So, okay, that is the sanatorium. Okay, is there anything down here before? But either way, I think it's time to cut things off here. So let's save the game first. Make a hard save over here. Alright, so we successfully find where Dina are. And we will go to the sanatorium next and also explore things down there. It's a very fulfilling experience, although the skill check things is pretty confusing because it's not the very common and very well known D&D system. But everything is great. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what do you think about this game. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Peace.